The school called saying my daughter was dealing pills in the parking lot. I checked my daughter Kate's bank account and saw zeros where $300 should have been. Kate was 16 and worked 20 hours a week at a burger place, but somehow her entire paycheck had vanished. When Kate got home from her shift, I confronted her with the statement, "I've been buying stuff for Zoe at school. She has a baby and nobody helps her," she explained. My first thought was that someone was running a sob story scam on my naive daughter, but Kate insisted that Zoe desperately needed help and the baby would suffer without it. The next morning, I gave Kate extra cash and told her to give it to Zoe. "Thanks, Mom. Zoe's going to cry when I give her this." That afternoon, I got a call from the school. "We need to discuss something serious with you about Kate immediately." I rushed to the school expecting the worst. "Your daughter was seen in the parking lot giving another student prescription bottles and cash in what appeared to be a substance deal. We have zero tolerance for substances on school property, and we've already contacted the school resource officer." He turned his computer screen toward me to show the security footage of Kate handing Zoe 2 orange prescription bottles and money by her car. I felt sick realizing I'd been giving Kate money that might have been funding prescription substance dealing. Mr. Hayes said Kate claimed the prescriptions were antibiotics and diaper cream for a baby, but that sounded like a ridiculous lie to cover up selling pills. "No teenager carries around multiple prescriptions for a baby they don't have," he said while shaking his head. That's when the school nurse walked in carrying a baby who was coughing so hard his tiny body shook with each breath. "This is Zoe's son," she said quietly while patting his back. "She brought him to my office this morning because he ran out of his breathing medicine and she didn't know what else to do." The principal went completely silent. The nurse explained that Zoe was 16 and had been trying to finish school while raising a 6-month-old baby alone. Her parents had kicked her out and she'd been living in her car for the past month. The prescriptions Kate gave her were antibiotics for the baby's lung infection and prescription diaper cream for an infected diaper rash that had gotten so bad it was bleeding. Kate had been using her own money to buy them because Zoe couldn't afford the copays. I was proud of my daughter, but also heartbroken. No teenage girl should be living in a car with a sick baby. I told Mr. Hayes I wanted to keep helping Zoe and asked where I could find her. He said she usually stayed in the parking lot after school until security made her leave. After school, we found Zoe in the parking lot trying to change her baby's diaper in the backseat of her car. She saw us coming and immediately started to panic like she was going to drive away, but Kate ran over before she could start the car. "It's okay, this is my mom. She wants to help. Please don't call anyone. They'll take him away and he's all I have left," Zoe begged through the cracked window. The baby was wheezing so loud I could hear it from outside the car and his little face looked gray. I convinced her to let me sit in the passenger seat so we could talk. She explained that they had been living in this car for over a month and she washed the baby in gas station sinks at night when nobody was around. I asked about the baby's father and watched her whole body start shaking. "His name is Nathan Brennan. His dad teaches chemistry here at school," she said so quietly I could barely hear her. "I was 15 when Nathan invited me to his college party. He was 21 and kept giving me drinks until I couldn't stand up straight. Then he rapped me. A few weeks later when I told Nathan I was pregnant, he laughed in my face and said nobody would ever believe trash like me over him since he's pre-med at the university." She started sobbing and told us that his dad had cornered her after class one day. He grabbed my arm so hard it left bruises and said, "Listen, you whore, if you ever mention my son's name in connection with that bastard baby, I will personally make sure you fail every single class and never graduate." I sat there feeling pure rage build in my chest as this child described being threatened and abandoned by adults who should have protected her. As a lawyer, I knew exactly what these monsters had done wrong and how to make them pay for it. I told Zoe she was moving in with us that night. We packed everything she owned into trash bags and drove them to our house. I set up a crib in the guest room while Zoe took her first hot shower in 2 months and cried the entire time. The next morning, I filed for emergency child support and demanded a court-ordered paternity test. I also reported Nathan to the police for statutory rape. Nathan tried to dodge the test for 3 weeks by claiming he didn't even know Zoe until the judge threatened to have him arrested. When the DNA results came back proving he was the father, the judge was furious that a 21-year-old had impregnated a 15-year-old and then abandoned his sick child. The court ordered Nathan to pay $28,000 in back support immediately. The district attorney filed felony statutory RP charges that would require him to register as a SX offender for life. His dad also got fired a week after I reported his threats to the school board. 3 months later, Zoe was back on track to graduate with her class, and her baby was happy and healthy for the first time in months.